Hey everyone, this is Sergio coming at you guys with a second installment of a Q&A segment here. Like I told you, if you guys have questions, if you guys want to know something about the phone, and enough of you do ask, I will make a video. And this is that second video. So, a couple of questions here from a couple of you guys on there. Mostly about the Android market. Some people asked about the Droid Ares, and a lot of you guys asked about the multitasking. So let's get into it here. So the first question has really nothing to do with the phone, but a lot of you are asking, what is this crazy background thing I do all my reviews on? Well guys, let me get up here a little more so you can see. This is actually a play mat, or mat you could say, from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. A long time ago, I used to be really into the trading card scene. Not really the trading card, but the tournaments and everything. There's actually a lot of money to be made in that. And when you win a regional championship, you get one of these crazy mats. Instead of selling it on eBay, I kept it around and forgot about it. And I don't want my phone to get dirty on the desk, so I'll put this little mat here. Okay, so that is that. So, back to the actual phone part of this video. JavaQuest117 on YouTube asked me about my fantasy lock screen, which is this little thing here. So it's just a little widget on your home screen that when you press it, you open or close the door. So when the door is closed and you unlock your phone, you're taken to your little unlock screen, and with the menu and the pattern. When the door is open and you lock your phone, it just slides to unlock and you're good. Just a little quick little widget I downloaded off the market, and he wanted to know what it does. Well, that's what it does, and he wanted to know where did I get it. So I got that from the market. I opened up the Amazon MP3 store by accident, but this is the market. And there it is. The Fantasy Lock Screen, made by Curvefish. Just do a quick search for Fantasy Lock Screen, and there you go. A wonderful little widget, just quick on and off for your pattern to unlock. And yeah, so that was that. The other question, ClimCar3, I think that's how you pronounce her name, or ClimCCR3 on YouTube asked me about the Android market itself. Well, not really. She asked me where do I download my applications from, and I download them from the Android market. So the Android market comes pre-installed on this phone, as it does on all Android phones. So there it is, the market. Let me get that into focus. Open up the market. It's just a little catalog store for all the applications that are made for Android. So you could scroll through the featured. You have your applications, games. You can search for applications. You have downloads that you've downloaded, which update over time. So that's where I get all my applications from. You can also get it from third-party people. I don't recommend it though, because if you don't know what you're doing, you have the potential to brick your phone. As most of those applications, you do need to root your device to do so, or jailbreak it, or whatever you want to call it. So I hope that answered your question, ClimCar3, about where I get my applications from. My other question was from Zenzo the Redeemed, also on YouTube. He asked me about the visual voicemail. So, on the phone. So the visual voicemail application comes preloaded from the phone. Let me open it up here. And this is Sprint's visual voicemail. It's not something that HTC did. And let me show it to you. So you have all the people that have called you and left you voicemails. You can go into a call. You have options for speaker. You can delete it, you can pause it, you can rewind and fast forward. You can call the number. You can go into older messages. A lot of functionality in this. I do love this. It's very well implemented, very nice looking, and just a beautiful application overall. So I hope that answered your question. Okay, so my other question was actually from loads of you guys, and it was, what do I think about the Droid Ares? The Droid Ares is the HTC, it's not a Hero, it's the Ares, but basically the HTC Hero variant that just came out on Verizon. And really, there isn't enough differences between the two phones for me to actually go get one for you guys and do a head-to-head or anything like that. It's the exact same operating system. It's HTC Sense on top of Android 1.5. The only differences are hardware. The HTC Droid Ares has been set to be made a little bit thinner. It doesn't have hardware buttons for all these functions. It has touch capacitive ones like it does on the Samsung Moment. The only buttons are call send, call end, and the trackball. Other than that, you got the touch capacitive buttons. For my take on it, I like having hardware buttons. I really do not like or enjoy the capacitive touch buttons. Even though they do have haptic feedback, they do make vibrations when you press them and everything. For many reasons, the main one being that when you unlock this phone, you can press menu twice to just quickly unlock it, you see? Menu, unlocks. You can on that phone. You'd have to go unlock, and then you'd have to press menu on the haptic feedback one, and then it's just a lot easier to have the actual buttons. I like that much better myself. The other main difference between the phone was that it ships with an 8GB card instead of a 2GB, which this phone ships with. So that kind of sucks, you know. People on Verizon are getting 8GB versus 2GB, but you can go out and buy that on your own. That's not something that only that phone can have. Both of these phones can go up to 32GB. Other than that, same processor, same software. Visual voice mode's a little different on there because that's Verizon. But the big difference between the two phones, you guys, is the data plans. The cheapest data plan for this phone is, I believe, $69.99, and that gives you 400 anytime minutes, but it gives you unlimited mobile to mobile, meaning you call any other cell phone in the area, and that's unlimited minutes. The closest thing you're gonna get to an unlimited data and unlimited thing for as cheap as you get it on this is like Metro PCS, but their service just blows. So that really is the big difference. On Verizon, the same thing that you get on this for $70 costs you, I think, $100, and then what you get on here for $99.99 on Verizon costs $140 a month. So really, that's a major difference for me. That's a deciding factor. That's why I'm gonna use this instead of that phone. So, but hey, you know, it's all up to you. It's all relative. Maybe Verizon works better for you than Sprint does, so you're willing to pay that extra money up front. The other thing is, this phone comes preloaded with a navigation service, Sprint navigation, which works amazingly well. Much better than the Google navigation does, because Google navigation is still in beta right now on the Droid, on the Motorola Droid. So this works exceptionally well and has Google Maps preloaded. But this comes with Sprint navigation, and it's free with your everything data plan. So take that into consideration, but ultimately the decision is yours whether you're going to go with the Aris. The Aris is all black, and it does look a little slick, a little sleeker, to tell you the truth. But hey, you know, it's all relative to you. That's just my advice, that's my opinion on it, and yeah, hope that answered your guys' questions. Okay, so the second most commonly asked question was, how does the phone multitask, and how does it handle multitasking? Well, let me show you guys. So let's see how many applications I have open right now. I have this little application we're in right now, this Task Color. It is not preloaded, by the way, it's off the market. And there's plenty of these variants of these out there. Okay, so I have quite a few. You see I have the web browser open, I have YouTube open, I have my messaging, my calendar, the market is open, all very data intensive applications. And the phone is zipping along nice. Wait, I just got kind of stuck right there. Oh no, I accidentally opened a new bookmark. Okay, so the phone is zipping along nicely. It's not lagging that much. But the multitasking, when you long press the home button, you have your most recent applications. So hey, I just opened the browser. Let me go into the browser. I'm gonna type something. I don't know, let me search the quick brown fox. But hey, you know what? I want to go back into that market. I didn't finish browsing. Let me go back into the market. I wonder what this application is about. Let me search it on my web browser. Long press, go back into the web browser. It saves what you're doing. It's beautiful multitasking. You see I'm switching between the applications flawlessly. I was just typing a message. Let me go back into my messages. So it works great. But really, a more beefed up processor would handle this a lot quicker. The transitions would be a lot smoother and more refined. And if this matters to you a lot, if heavy multitasking matters to you a lot, you are going to find a richer, faster experience on both the Samsung Moment for Sprint, which has an 800 MHz processor, and the Motorola Droid on Verizon, which has a 528 MHz processor, but it's an AM dual core processor, I believe. It's the same thing that's on the iPhone 3GS and the Palm Pre. And as we know, those phones are amazing.